Lay Dawson jokes, Lay Dawson one-liners jokes. Lay Dawson stand-up jokes. I said to the chemist, "Can I have some sleeping pills for the wife?" He said, "Why?" I said, "She keeps waking up." I upset the wife's mother the other Guy Fawkes night. I fell off the fire. She told me it was her 30th birthday. So I put 30 candles on her cake arranged in the shape of a question mark. Duck goes into the chemist's shop. "A tube of Lipsol please." "Certainly, that will be 50 pence. Put it on my bill, please." I said to my wife, "Treasure," I always call her Treasure, she reminds me of something that's just been dug up. She was the flabbiest stripper I've ever seen. When she ran off the stage she started her own applause. Ours is a football marriage, we keep waiting for the other one to kick off. My wife is a sex object, every time I ask for sex, she objects. I don't have to do this for a living, I just do it for the luxuries like bread and shoes. I used to sell furniture for a living. The trouble was, it was my own. I saw 6 men kicking and punching the mother-in-law. My neighbor said, "Are you going to help?" I said no, 6 should be enough. What amazes me is that so many people think show business is glamorous and exciting. Believe me, it's about as glamorous as changing sheets in a bedwetting clinic. No laughs, hey. I know the act smells, but I'm right on top of it and you don't hear me complain. I was lying in bed the other morning playing a lament on my euphonium, when the wife, who was prizing her teeth out of an apple, looked back at me and said softly, "Joey." She calls me Joey because she always wanted a budgie. She said, "I'm homesick." I said, "But precious one, this is your home." She said, "I know, and I'm sick of it." He drank so heavy, the only thing that grew on his grave were hops. A letter came from the bank. I could tell it was from the bank as it was written on a wreath nailed to the front door. People say to me, "Cheer up, Lady Luck will smile on you one day." By the time she smiles on me she won't have any teeth left. I wouldn't say the room was small, but when I talked to myself, one of us had to step outside to reply. I was in a play on TV once. It was one of those suspense plays. It kept you wondering, what's on the other channels? There was an old farmer from Greece who did terrible things to his geese. But he went too far with a budgerigar. And the parrot phoned the police. I went to a small guest house. The manager said, "You want a room with running water?" I said, "What do you think I am? A trout?" I wouldn't say the house was damp, but the kids went to bed with a periscope. Kids are maturing so much earlier now. Every Sunday I've been taking my 6-year-old over to the park to play on the swings and the slides. Last Sunday he refused to go. He said he's too old for that sort of thing. So now I'll have to play on the swings on my own. I said to the wife, "I wish you wouldn't smoke in bed." She said, "But a lot of women do." I said, "Not bacon they don't." I'm not saying the wife's ugly, but last Christmas she stood under the mistletoe waiting for someone to kiss and she was still there at Lent. In fact, she went to see that film The Elephant Man and the audience thought she was making a personal appearance. I can always tell when the mother-in-law's coming to stay. The mice throw themselves on the traps. The wife's mother said, "When you're dead, I'll dance in your grave." I said, "Good, I'm being buried at sea." I took my mother-in-law to Madame Tussaud's Chamber of Horrors, and one of the attendants said, "Keep her moving, sir, we're stock-taking." I went to my doctor and asked for something for persistent wind. He gave me a kite. You see, the trouble is he's very old-fashioned. When he gives you an injection you have to bite on a bullet. Marriage is an institution and that's where a couple finish up.